Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So, as you can see, oh my gosh, my zoom is going crazy on my phone. What? Oh my goodness. So as you can see from behind me, things have changed a lot. The studio that I was in the middle of building at the previous house didn't work out, but we're going to get into that right now, so stay tuned. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't think this was going to be the type of video I was going to be making next, but here I am. Let me tell you what's happening. I'm sure you can kind of guess it from the scenery behind me. All right, so here we are standing in front of the printers. You can kind of tell what's missing all around me. Let me flip you around. Everywhere you look, nothing is in its place, and that should give you an idea of what's happening. So let me backtrack a little bit. So a couple videos ago I alluded to a water main leak that we had, and I didn't really get much into it, but long story short, my landlord was refusing to fix it. He thought it was not necessary to fix it. I had to get the city involved. The city came out, told him that if it wasn't fixed in an allotted amount of time, they were going to charge him a substantial amount of money to fix it. He dragged his feet on it. You know, I think we had 14 different companies come out and quote this to fix this water leak. I mean, it was a bad water leak. Like I said in the video, like we were literally sitting in a lakefront property over there. So he ended up getting a company finally to come out, but the damage had already been done, and I didn't know this. We knew something was going on. In my previous video, you see, and I talked about the sinkhole in the, I'm pointing over there to the front yard, and I knew something was up, but turns out they didn't fix it properly. It's been leaking the entire time. It's been saturating all of the walls in the laundry room and the walls in the kitchen, or I should say the northwest wall in the kitchen and the northwest and east walls in the laundry room. It's kind of a weird design that like juts out on itself. And I was like, oh, whatever, he'll fix it. You know, not a big deal. And he was refusing to fix it. And the entire walls on the inside are just covered in mold now. The plumber that came to take care of it said, like, man, you don't even want to see how bad this is. And he showed me, and I was terrified, to be honest. I got little kids, as you guys know. So I reached out to the landlord, and he refused to do anything. Long story short, he didn't want to fix it, and I had to take him to court to press the issue to fix it, and he didn't want to. I ended up winning in court, but part of me winning was I was requesting for him to either fix the damage or let me get out of my lease, because I'm not going to stay here like that. And he was trying to get me to give him $4,200 to break my lease. Like, come on, really? Like, you're the one refusing to fix the stuff. But I don't want to bore you with that. But long story short, we came to an agreement, and I thought it's best if I just get my kids the heck out of here as fast as I can. So I found us a short-term rental just a few blocks away. Not ideal. It's going to be small. It's going to be cramped for a little while. But I have a bigger, better plan. So I'm hoping things kind of transpire the way I envision them transpiring. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, I wanted to make this video. I kind of wanted to document it because that's kind of what this channel is about. It's about 3D printing and just vlogging. And I'm changing the whole 3D printer setup. So these are the last prints. Like I was saying, I don't actually know if I said it in here. I was finishing up an order that has been printing for the last 13 hours. So I didn't want to stop those. But now that they're done, I'm going to finish packing up the boxes, and we're going to get everything brought over to the new house. So we'll show you what we're up against. All right, so future, what is going on with my Zoom? Why does it keep doing that? I don't know what's going on. But anyways, so I was just doing some editing and thought, oh my gosh, it's going. I don't know. I'm not going to look at it. Maybe that's what it is. So I was just doing some editing and thought maybe I should show you all the new print setup, because I did change things a little bit. So this is my studio desk, which was going to go in the studio and clearly now I don't have the studio. Won't fit in the spare bedroom, so it can stay in my dining room. But yeah, I got to figure out what's going on with this Zoom, and we're going to head into the print room. Okay, so this is going to be our print room. Like I said, it's kind of the spare. It works. This is where I've loaded my filament. All my open spools I've been putting on there. I got rid of the Prusa because something happened with the Prusa, and I'm going to make a whole video on it because it was kind of funny. But ended up picking up another A1 Mini because I am in love with those little things. There's the original with the AMS. I've added the AMS to the P1S. And of course, I had to drag out one of my Ender 3s. That's an Ender 3 S1 with the S1 Pro extruder. So yeah, that's the current setup. And as you can see, I've put it on this giant warehouse shelf, which I was a little skeptical at doing at first. But I've printed a lot of stuff on these in the last 2 weeks. And I've had no issues. What is wrong with my Zoom? Okay, I think I figured out the Zoom thing now. It's pretty funny. But what I was saying was I printed a lot of stuff on these. And in fact, I have been busier than I could have ever imagined. So I've been extremely busy with some things that I've designed. And I've also been bombarded with some prototyping. Obviously, I can't show some of that, but I've had several people reaching out to me and basically just renting the printers from me. I load the filament, and they've done the slicing and their settings in the slicer. And of course, I'm going to verify that it's going to work before I just go ahead and click print. But yeah, we've printed a lot of stuff. I'm talking, we went through, what did we go through? 40 some odd spools in just over a week. Like, that's a lot of material. I'm going to show you the waste here in a minute. But, yeah, so that's the new setup. Not ideal. We're making the best out of it. You can see my super rad hockey guys that I made. Because, again, I was bored. I've got Batman, Captain America, another Canucks guy. Where is it? That guy's for my brother. And these ones are going to go in my bathroom. So, yeah, we're on track. So I got something pretty cool coming up. It's just been hectic with moving in here and the court and then Christmas and all that good stuff. But yeah, let me quickly show you the waste here. All right, so there's the waste. That's a decent sized box. Oh, but that's not all. Look at this. That is a massive bag. I'm going to see if I can... Oh my gosh. You can kind of get a feel for how much waste is in there. I can't show you too much because there is some failed prototype things in there, and I've got to shred all this up. But yeah, I mean, that's a lot of bloody waste. I did dial in my flush settings as well. That is, with my flush settings, I believe at 0.65, which saved a substantial amount, but holy cow, does this multicolor ever waste a lot of material. And I didn't have the option of adding like flush objects to it, but again, that's a whole nother video. I just wanted to update y'all on what's been happening, and we're moving forward, so stay tuned.